So it looks like we move on next to the Ziploc bag of assorted components. Let's see what they have us do here. Bag, you'll find electrolytic cap, 470 ohm resistor. So let's look for those. I think that's an RS-232 module. Compact flash module. Yellow, violet, brown, that's 470 ohms. And electrolytic cap, which should be this guy. Two components mount on the back underside of the PC board. So they go here. He's got the negative marked on the cap. So the cap's going to go in that orientation. I will just bend these resistor leads with my fingers. Looking at it for color coding, even though it's on the back side of the board, I'm going to keep the orientation the same as I did with the others. Damn helping hand keeps grabbing the solder. So I'll hit one lead of the capacitor and one lead of the resistor. I'm going to go ahead and just push the capacitor down flush. Resistor looks fine. I'm not sure why he put those on the back side, but oh, I see why. They're on the back side because they would interfere with where the Arduino mounts there. So makes sense. Those leads are trimmed and gone. That's mounted. We'll find two disc caps and two 1K ohm. Those don't look like 1K. I'm not convinced those are 1K. Ohms, 40K here. Oh, apologies, I just bumped the camera. I apologize for bumping the camera. Looks like the mount's steady back down some. Let's see if these really are 1K. Yep, 997 ohms. So these are going to go on the board. There's a programming header. So the two disc caps are over here. Assuming I can actually get the leads through the holes. I'm just not having a lot of luck. One lead on each. Take a look. They look fine. I wasn't real happy with that initial solder joint there, so I'll touch it up. And two 1K ohm resistors. R74 and R75. So R74 is right here. R75 is where? R75. You'll probably spot it before I will. There it is. Take these pin headers. Use your side cutters to clip the singles into 5 segments of 8 pins. It's like an 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, and a 10. 2, 4, 6, 8. 2, 4, 6, 8. That should be 8, and it is. 2, 4, 6, 8. 2, 4, 6, 8. 7, 8. 2, 4. Of course, if I got this wrong, I have plenty of stock of pin headers. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2, 4, 6. 5 segments of 8 pins and 1 segment of 10 pins. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 2, 4, 6, 2, 4, 6. Interesting. So this is, of course, the pins that the Arduino is going to push down on, and I'm actually going to use the Arduino to align these by inserting the pins. I'll start with these. What have I got wrong here? Does this actually go on the back side of the board? Yes, it does. Even though the silkscreen was on the front, these go on the back side. They would have to. I'm going to tack the outer pin on each pin header. Check to make sure they're flush. I'm just applying a bit of downward pressure while the solder sets back up. Great looking solder joint. Just take another look. That's all flush. It doesn't seem flush to me, and I'm not sure why. Because it wasn't. Wasn't off by much. That's better. We can solder those up. Sorry, shuffling glasses around. Again, this doesn't have to be perfect, but I'd still like it to be neat. And I'm going to touch up the 2 pins I originally tacked it in place with in the end. It's good that this is actually keyed, because I think I would have actually probably soldered the wrong side of the board and then would have been really unhappy, because it would be a bit of a job to fix. The order of assembly to me has made sense here. So far, I understand why he's doing what he's doing. Getting these pin headers in place before the switches are mounted makes absolute sense. It'd be a pain to work around the switches. Arduino off. Now for the, so that's actually got 2 extra pins. Add male headers to the inside of the printed board. Guessing I've got to take and shorten him by 2 pins, and I do. Oops, I really did just shoot that all the way across the room. Wasn't quite what I had in mind to do, but that's what happened. The Arduino's mounted flush. Pins have all come through. Walk along and solder all these. It's pretty nice on the silk screen. He's got all these pins labeled. Again, nice attention to detail. And then there's the 6-pin. This guy here. Which one of these does it go on? The Arduino goes on this way. So this guy right here has 6 pins as well. I need to get soldered up if I can get it to line up. close. Why isn't that even close? There we go. And that is those 6 pins there. Nice. I don't think we need the Arduino at this point for anything else. I am working on an anti-static surface, but it's still back in the bag. Okay, we've got the pin headers all soldered up. And that really completes what I wanted to get done in this segment. We move on to the switches next. I did bend a few of the transistors over, put pressure on the board, but such is life. Well, quick look at where we are at this point. Resistors, transistors, a couple of disc caps over here, a couple of resistors, the pin headers for the Arduino, capacitor and resistor. We're making nice progress on the board. So we'll pick up in the next video with the switches.